It's the only job I don't like on the ranch. I'm going on probably my last ride in Canada, and I'm getting surprised. I'm not doing well. This week's video is a weekend in the life, but I felt like it needed a little intro because this is probably one of the most random videos I've ever posted on the internet. Mostly because when you live and work on a ranch, there's not a whole lot of planning and like filming to be done because you don't really know what's going to happen until it happens. Sometimes we do have things that are planned, chores and things, and sometimes it's just straight up chaos and you don't really know what the day is going to be until you have it. So I just picked a few clips and things that happened in the week so you kind of get an idea of what life is like. But this vlog's really important to me because it's my last weekend in Canada and my friends here did go pretty all out. Okay, today we were supposed to go look at a horse, but instead that fell through, so we're moving the horses around to a different pasture. She's coming in to see her friends. And here comes Shady. And he got confused by the fence. We ended up having to take him down there because he was still confused. Not the sharpest tool in the shed, I don't think, but he's pretty. The only thing I don't like about moving the horses is that we have to fill up a different water trough thing, which is fine, except the hose is like, I don't know, 20 meters long maybe, and is heavy, like very heavy. So taking it to and from across the yard is very annoying. But in Canada, unlike in Australia, you can't just leave the hose out because back home, like, it's not going to freeze in winter. But here, the hose, like, the water freezes inside the hose. So yeah, that's really annoying. But it's also super helpful when you share chores with someone else and someone else turns the hose off at the head and doesn't tell you. So you're waiting for 5 minutes for the water to fill up and it's not going anywhere. It's just leaking out the hole in the hose. I love this job. It's the only job I don't like on the ranch. I think it's filling the water, which is very important. So I'll stop complaining now.
Since I was a small one, a wild one, a sharp one, been kind of feeling like I'm on the run towards a better life.
Hey, it's Georgia from the future. I did originally have an intro clip for Friday, but it had music in the background and was going to get copyrighted by YouTube. So basically, Friday is the day where we get all of the last minute chores done before the weekend, because on the ranch we have like friends and family of the owners come and people come to camp there, and she has an Airbnb. So we have to set all that up. So there's a lot of that sort of stuff involved, but then also we can't be doing like cleaning out the barn and like moving horses around when there's a ton of people here because it's just chaotic. So we usually do all of the chores on the Friday that we've been putting off for the rest of the week. out to Calgary to get the groceries for the animals, because it's the assistant they have here. No one's answering, so no, I'm just twiddling my thumbs, hoping someone opens the door, because I'm getting really bored. It's already been like 15 minutes. Yeah. Also, my phone doesn't work without Wi-Fi, so I actually can't do anything, and I didn't bring a book. Also, I think my face is bleeding. Ow! Doing really well. So, today is my last Saturday in Canada. It's the last weekend in Canada because I leave next Thursday. So we're going on probably my last ride in Canada, and I'm getting surprised. I was surprised with, we are going to the Saloon, which is like a local bar in town in Water Valley, and we're going to ride there on the horses. So I'm so excited.
How am I gonna make a man out of you? What's gonna make that pistol shoot? How do I get you out of them boots? There's a devil in an angel suit. Hitting that trail's all I wanna do. Rope my heart, pull it back to you. Throw back some whiskey and get in the fight. I say, ride.
On the ride out, we decided we wanted to go to the Outpost instead of the Saloon, which is like the other bar, pub, pizzeria thing in Water Valley. And zero regrets because the food was delicious. The entire trip there took 3 hours because we were taking the scenic route. So we were trying to avoid putting the horses on the road the whole time. And so we went through the back roads and the horse trails and things like that. On the way back, it was pretty late when we left, maybe like 7:30. And so we didn't want to be going through all the back roads because it would take us too long to get home and we would be riding in the dark. So we went on the road you'd normally go with the car, which for reference is about 10 kilometers and takes about 10 minutes in the car. Now we had about 2 hours until it got dark, or like an hour and a half until it got dark. And we figured that was enough time to go down that road that was 10 kilometers, you know? But we were wrong because everything that could possibly have gone wrong on the way home did go wrong. For example, about maybe 3 Ks towards home out of the 10, the 2 little girls were doubling, and they were in the middle of the whole, like 5 horses. And I hear them scream and I see them leaning, and all of a sudden I'm like pushing my horse to get to them, but they fell off and I couldn't do anything about it, but they were okay. So we dusted them off, calmed them down. Everyone was fine. We got back on the horses. We kept going. About 2 Ks further down the road, so we're about halfway home now. One of my friends realizes that she left her phone somewhere. So she has to get back on the horse. Someone else is calling her phone, and we are waiting for her to ride and find the phone and then ride back. She left it the 2 Ks back where the girls fell off the horse. So that was another 4 Ks that her horse did. Then we're going along and it's mostly fine, but obviously I think we'd probably been waiting for about 30 minutes, if not more, in these both scenarios put together. So on the way home, it was getting darker and darker and darker by the second, and then we were just riding in darkness. Now, I know, generally speaking, most people can't see in the dark, but for me, I need glasses to see at nighttime, and I was not wearing glasses because I didn't know we would be riding in the dark. And the horse knows where it's going. Okay, the horse can see in the dark and the horse knows where home is. So like I shouldn't be worried. But it's so scary when you're on a horse and you don't know where you are and you don't know where you're going and you're following people that you can't see. So by the time we got home, everyone was around the fire ready because we were going to have a farewell party for me, and I was ready for a drink because I had had so much adrenaline and stress and everything in the last hour and a half of my life that I just really needed to just, I don't know, let go. I don't know. The logic was flawed. Keep in mind when you see the following clips that I had not drunk any alcohol in like 2 months because I decided to take a break from drinking. And I was shotgunning beers. Yeah. I'm not doing well. I hope you enjoyed this very, very random video of a week in my life on the ranch, or a weekend. My next video will be my trip home to Australia, which is probably going to be super chaotic because I hate flying. I'm really highly strung and it's like a 20-hour travel day. And it doesn't even work out to be, I think it's more hours and it gets confused with time zones. So I will let you know how long the whole trip takes. But if you would like to see that video, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications so that you're alerted when I post it. But otherwise, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.